Friends to the coordinator. I mean, thank you.
So, how long have you been going to TFCon?
This is my second. I went to the one in Chicago last October. Yeah, and I had such a great time. Thank you. Thank you. Go around the podcast, and then you'll see. Yes, that's your first name. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, I like your necklace. That's pretty cool.
I wanted to get a little earth medallion.
Yeah.
And it didn't arrive in time. So like, what else have I got? Well, that works. Yeah, but I got my curly straws. That's the important part. So this is my second TFCon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I went to Chicago, like I said.
Those are some fancy straws.
Curly straws.
Cool.
Are you the only one?
Oh, I have the same jacket, dude. See you around.
See you around.
Why? Okay. So good. Actually, I'm going to turn this a bit more. I'm going to bring this to share it. Make sure, yeah, you got to talk into these things. And you can pull your chair back a little bit. I'm going to pull my chair sideways a little bit. I want us all to be able to see each other. This is a particular thing for me. We've done podcast panels, and originally everyone sat in a row, and I meant that it's you. I would never see you. And so this way we can all feel more interconnected.
It's very much sounds like a personal problem.
It is, but I'm projecting it on everyone else. Yeah. Participate in the chat.
Oh, God. There's a live stream and a chat of myself.
All right, I'll get us going here. Welcome now, even though most of you are already in the room, welcome again to the Transformers Podcaster Roundtable. This is the short one before the opening ceremonies. There will also be a longer one with a few more people probably right after the closing ceremonies on Sunday. If you don't want to admit the convention is over, like we don't like to, we hang out for about an hour, hour and a half, and talk about how things went, and we shout a lot, and sometimes there's prizes, but I don't know if I organized any or anyone else did. So we'll sort it out on Sunday. That's kind of how we roll. But to start things off, welcome. My name's Chris. I'm the main host and editor of WTFTFW, which is the TFW 2005 podcast. It's a whole lot of syllables. Over here to my left is...
Hi, I'm underscore Zeus. I'm the guy who thinks that being the same age as Bionicle makes me an old man. And I'm going to still pretty box.
And then next to him is left from Gamepads Unplugged.
Yes, I'm Seth Buzzard, also from WTF and TFW. I'm the one who tries to get it off topic as much as possible. Take a lot of it.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. We've kind of we've synergized that power into a lot of what we do, which I almost started doing right now. But it's good. Continuing the introductions.
And I'm Josh from the Figure Nights Theater podcast. We talk about toys mostly, and I talk about how much I love Bayformers stuff and Transformers Energon.
Where are the other skillsy guys? We're all with on. Never mind.
You're asking where everyone else is.
Yeah.
See, they decided that instead of going to the US convention, they would all just leave me here as the also run representative. They're all going to Toronto.
That's, you know what? That means you're even more cool for coming to this one.
That's good to know.
But also, I kind of missed that.
Yeah. Thanks for making me feel like I'm very much valued here.
You are. Everyone's valuable in their own way, especially at the end of the table. We've got.
Hey, this is Nate Simmons. I run 3 Facebook groups about Transformers as well as I run a YouTube channel talking about toys, comics, and we do it every week. So come on out and check us out.
All right. What is it called?
It's called the Syndicate.
The Syndicate.
So I run the Syndicate Facebook group as well as I run Transformers Unite. So something different things here and there. Really.
All right. Well, because the convention hasn't happened yet, it's very difficult for me to ask everyone how the convention went for them. But I guess I'll say for all of you, how's the convention been so far? Woo! We got some hot dealer room deals.
Oh yeah, I did.
How? That means you're an admitted trespasser and criminal.
Or time
Well,
travel.
it wasn't.
Or time travel.
Yeah, it wasn't completely in the dealer room. It was in the registration line, but
What?
Andrew Floating Cat on Twitter was extremely generous, and he just rolled up on me and gave me Transformers. So I
don't know where you pulled that.
got
What?
Siege
What?
Optimus Prime and Siege Megatron.
Oh.
So thank you again, Andrew. This is very generous.
So that's TFCon Hall at minute -50.
Yeah, I was walking out of the registration line and he was walking into the registration line.
Man.
Two things real quick. Does it count if I spend $60 at City Walk on Beast boxes?
They turn into boxes, so it does count.
All right. And second, I have a friend, Miguel, from Steel City Box, who says they all miss you too.
Oh, how did they tell you that already?
They're watching the live stream, Chris.
How did you? I have a blank Google Doc open right now, but I didn't write anything in.
He's texting me, and I have my watch, so.
Friggin' future we live in. He's texting me, and I have my watch. That's how I know what he's telling me in the last 15 seconds. Anyway.
I could just say magic. Would you rather it be magic?
Yeah, or at least it's a Tracy watch. Those were cool. Thank you.
You say my watch isn't cool.
I'm just saying it's not the Tracy watch. Watch is cool. I snapped at you. I'm sorry.
This did seem very upset.
Chris is just mad because Chris doesn't have a watch.
It's true.
He's just mad.
I don't like the feeling of things gripping my body. Why in general? Because of society. If I didn't have to, that's getting a little personal.
You can get a pocket watch.
Yeah. Well, I have a pocket watch, but then I forgot to use it for a year and a half, and then when I found it again, the battery was dead, and that's too much work. So it's just in a drawer now. It makes me look like I'm learning because I'm like, I remember that watch. Oh, stories. Since the show hasn't happened yet for most of us, we'll just pretend it hasn't happened for any of us, even if some of us got calls already. I want to go about what we're looking forward to at this show, since that's a pertinent topic. Personally, I'm looking forward to the TCG playing, because there was recently a panel in here about beginner TCG play that I thought was really well done, to be honest. And I'm really down to play some of that TCG. I'm hyped. That's my big hype.
Wow, you're just putting me on the spot. I haven't had time to think of this at all. I'm just kind of looking forward to, seeing people that I know through the Twitter sphere and, getting some of the exclusives. That Delta Manus looks great.
Has anyone seen it in person yet? Is it floating around here?
Already got it.
Wait, you have a hall.
So I said, I had all.
Oh man, this is the problem with sitting on the other end of the table, is even though we try to beef it, I'm like, I still can't quite see him. And so I did not know you had a hall. Seth's hall was free, and I do like Andrew Floating Cat a whole lot. He's a lovely guy, but that's valid too. How are the colors?
They're really good. I like it. I haven't opened the box yet, but I looked at the screener. I got that one as well. The G2 one. That G2 was awesome. Everybody needs to use that.
All right.
My hall has a pink rafter, so there's that.
Hey, I don't hold that up. This is by a company, the line is called Beast Box. This is a one-man design team who makes things that turn into boxes. And they're really cool. They all transform differently into boxes. And now he's got licenses. So he's got an alien xenomorph that turns into a box, and a power loader, and an alien queen. He's about to have an Iron Man come out from Infinity War that turns into a box. Everything turns into boxes. They're very cool toys.
Triceratops box.
That Triceratops turns into a box. A Triceratops. There's also recently out 3 penguins. 4 penguins. 4 penguins. that turn into a
Penguin box.
No, it's another bird. One box.
It's also a
Bird
bird.
box. Bird box.
That's the thing we were talking about like 2 years ago.
That's that movie that everyone was obsessed with.
Right.
For like a week.
This is something, I don't want to leave it too long yet, but I want to come back to the boxes. Because I have thoughts about this.
Absolutely.
Seth, what are you looking forward to?
I always forget the names of these. some of these third-party figures. That Huffer that I missed out.
The little one?
The big guy, yeah.
The Magic
I'm
Square?
gonna look for that one. Magic Square Huffer.
Yeah. I don't remember his third-party name because there's like 500 buffers. I think he's called Strongman.
Problem. I'm also looking forward to my voice not being.
Yeah, Seth looks
gonna
like
be
great.
great.
He's haggard today. Mine was a little bit this morning. I had, you know the thing where it feels like you snored hard enough to punch yourself in the throat? Right, y'all know about that. Well, that's how I kind of woke up this morning. That was difficult. Anyway, things we're looking forward to. Heading on down the line.
Evangelist, I'm looking forward to hearing about those excellent still lifes you shared while on the aeroplane.
Oh boy, howdy! Let me go pull those up. I'm really happy about this. Let's go to my.
I can't remember the last time I've heard the phrase "boy howdy" used in a sentence.
You don't talk to me enough.
Well, it's just you don't talk to me.
It's true. Listen, I manufacture my own problems, but I was stuck on the tarmac for like 90 minutes, so I started taking photos of my own timeline and drawing on them. Like, oh wait, I can just jack back in, can't I?
There is a projector, Chris.
Yeah, you're hubris. You thought you didn't need the projector anymore.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
You played yourself.
I love our tech team,
Congratulations.
especially the honorary members. This is going to be a great one to pop up on too. It's going to go fantastic. Yep, here we go.
Are you still doing slides, Chris?
Oh, suddenly they reminded me of something I should show. I didn't think of it earlier.
Okay, carry on.
All right. Oh no, it didn't work. Well, okay, basically, I took a screenshot of my Twitter timeline, and my battery was at 69%, so I wrote the word nice with my finger and a big arrow pointing at it.
Highest form of comedy here.
So I'll just narrate you through these, really. Like, that's the best way I can do it. It's going to make it even better. Because I said, oh no, and shared that picture, and then I took a picture of oh no, and I wrote the word fart with an exclamation point next to it.
High comedy.
And then I saw a green
Greatest artist of our time.
They had a green cross, on the medical thing because I was in an exit row seat. So I drew a number pointing at it, and I said 420. And I had my hand in there doing this, and I wrote, "Hey."
It kind of, if you didn't see the Y, you just think it looked like you were screaming.
Well, and then I took a photo of my own tweet that said, "Who needs flights? I can draw photos and be hilarious," and I wrote the word "poo" next to it. And then I took a photo of that and said "EG," and then a photo of that tweet that said "EG poo," and I wrote "bum" on top of it. And then TJ Omega, who's also on our podcast, said there's a gas leak when your plane isn't there. So I put an arrow pointing at leak, and I wrote the word "we," and then I underlined the word gas, and I wrote "fart." Those are my still lifes. Thank you for bringing that up. Don't feel free to bring that up if you're on any other panels. I'm happy to share this again.
You're just going to be in the audience. You just run up here with your computer.
Yeah, I'm all set. Moving on to the end of the line, things you're looking forward to at TFCon, aside from like all the things you got.
I have a question, sir, about your slideshow.
Yes,
Did you unplug your, sorry to interrupt, but did you unplug your laptop?
I did, and then I just plugged it back in.
Okay, but it's not connecting? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's a bad situation.
No, it says it's going to turn off in 3 minutes.
Maybe you had an answer to the problem. Do you
No,
know
I
anything
don't.
about this?
Yeah, it's okay.
I
Just
don't
let
know
me
if
know.
he's
see your slide.
I'll try to fix it though.
Yeah, no worries. 'Cause basically, if it gets fixed, you'll all suddenly see the word "poo" on the.
Last minute of the paper, that's just going to show up.
It's going to be really worth it. All this build up. Anyway, sorry about the interruption here.
We're just looking forward to the new reveals after tomorrow afternoon at third party event.
Yeah.
I want to see the combined. It'd be nice if we actually see the actual combined interface with it.
The number of people doing Metasaurs who have danced around what it looks like is like, listen, I mean, it's going to be fine. I say that, although I found a lot of I thought the thing turned itself off. A lot of the buying community tends to react to resins as though they're production. I was just talking to someone about that earlier. Back in the day, there were some videos that we'd done of like the resin Feral Rex guys, where we're like, these are resin. I'm going to handle these resin prototypes. They're unfinished resin. And one of the comments I was like, oh, the joints are kind of loose. And I was like, well, I don't know what else to do to help with that.
That's the reason why they're called pre-production samples.
The whole, I stopped doing reviews of pre-production things and made a whole thing called prototype playtime where I say this is not a review. at the beginning, and I still get like a nice review, but that looked a little bit loose. It was nice, like, all that running copy.
People don't listen.
You know what? It's technically it's not anyone's responsibility to like know the production cycle, but like I think production cycle is really cool. I wish it was easier to present without basically threatening order numbers, as it appears to. But yeah, hopefully, actually that reminds me, I want to give it a little shout out because usual third-party panel amigos, Ryan and Ian are not here. So third-party panel is going to be handled by a fellow named Matt. And he is a really darn good presenter, and if y'all are going to see that panel, please take a second to tell him that he's doing a good job. Unless he completely bunks it, in which case, you know, don't lie. We're also identifying things going on with the projector. That was part of my goal. I'm like the secret shopper. I'm the one who walks in, says like, I would just like to buy that copy of Earthworm Jim. Like, oh no, I would like the show model copy, please. Also, I'd like to trade in this Nintendo Entertainment System for the game. Yeah, let's see if they do everything correctly. I know a guy who works at GameStop. So yeah, we know what we're looking forward to at the show. We're still on schedule, according to my Google Doc. So, what's up?
I'd just like to point out, I'm pretty sure that Google Doc is still empty.
Yeah, who's going to prove it?
The projector once it's on again.
No. You can see right here what they're going to see.
Yes, but it's very much within reach. It really would be too hard for me to reach over.
I don't call everything. Sometimes I have Google Docs called Untitled Document. You can't prevent it. We have a lot of guests here this year. One might say a highlight of this year is the sheer number of people you get to meet who've worked in, on, or around Transformers. Do any of you all have like an individual you're kind of looking forward to at least like seeing at a distance?
Derek J. Wyatt.
Derek J. Wyatt.
Animated was the show I grew up with, so.
Okay, so I'm kind of hyped on this too, because I like animated a lot.
It's the best Transformer show, and if you disagree with me, I'm gonna run away real fast after this panel, so you can't fight me.
I'm not taking a side in that part, but
he's right.
Yeah. I have a question I want to ask him in Q&A. I don't know if it's I'm kind of hyped for that Q&A. I haven't seen Derek in like 500 years.
Is the question, do you still love us?
Basically. No, it's going to be about the fact that that show's very old, and that some of the people who grew up watching it now are entering their early 20s.
I know exactly what that question is, because I'm pretty sure I saw you tweet it.
Possibly. No spoilers.
Or just check his Twitter for spoilers.
Do that, for sure. You can see my still life. Seth, are you looking forward to seeing any folks around here?
Yeah. I always have good interactions with Paul and Ashley. So I said hi to Paul.
Yeah.
He was always cool with us, and always down to hang out. Yeah. Forward when we bother him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's staggeringly friendly. If you've never met, like everyone's generally quite friendly, but like Paul Eiding and Greg Berger specifically are like dripping with friendly. They leave a trail of friendly behind them. Like you become friendlier just standing next to them. They're really cool folks, and a lot of these guests are like first timers as well. I love watching Transformers actors like at their first show, where especially like they weren't playing like one of those like 6 or 7 lead parts. The realization on their face that their work like still mattered to so many people for so long is always really, I find, like a positive experience to spectate.
The guy I play D&D with, his ringtone on his phone was the Colonel. I don't hear it yelling, "Spurs, Spurs," and his phone went off during the camera. I went, I know that guy. He's like, said what? I'm like, yeah, that guy. I know that guy. I have that guy's phone number. What are you talking about? That says that voice another guy.
You know, kind of talking to him?
No. When he gave me the phone number, it was like, I'm not going to regret giving you this number.
Hey.
It's a different logo.
Well, I mean, it kind of does.
If you want. Okay. It's up to you. And we even have these are some of those guests, though. Eric C. Mailer. I'm hyperbolizing.
Last time we saw Eric was when they were switching over to Star Wars.
Yeah,
and he was going to work on those tiny little rubber Star Wars guys.
Remember when we lost Greg Lombardo to Play-Doh?
Yes.
That was still, I think, the saddest day. Greg Lombardo was, I don't know if any of you remember him. He was the guy who was on the Transformers team for a while, and he was a very large dude, like just big dude. He fills out his suit well, and he was the guy who first ever time That's Right got carried out. Don't take photos during the Hasbro panel. I remember I saw him, and he went into bouncer mode. It's dead silent. Didn't stop the panel. Just finally went into bouncer mode. Probably not. And he just marched up to this dude. Just went like, and the dude just like put the camera down. Greg just took the camera, gave the camera back to him. It was good times.
He's not doing that at the Play-Doh con.
Yeah, he's getting on all the Play-Doh NDAs. You know, we say that. Like,
We'll see him this year. How does con?
It's TBA. It's indefinitely on dates. That's all. Anyway, folks, guests that you might be excited for.
I'm particularly excited because I haven't met her yet to meet Margaret Scott. I've loved everything she's done with Windblade and Tallar 1, and she's been someone I've been anxious to see at a convention. So the fact that she's been announced this year is very exciting to me.
I brought specifically comic books for her to sign. I finally broke that barrier the other year. Thanks to Sarah Peter, she gave me some coaching on how to get artists to sign books. When I said, "How do I get you to sign these books?" and she walked me through the process a little bit.
What is the process?
So I'm still not sure because I don't have Daryl around. He's a guy from Transmissions, another podcast, who brings about 800 books with him to every convention, and then doles them out to artists in Artist Alley at like a rate of 7 to 10 books per day. Hopefully they don't recognize them. And usually I just feel okay about doing it because I'm like, well, at least I'm not Daryl. But now, what if I'm Daryl at this show? I have 3 comic books I want to get signed by Marvel.
Oh no, 3? That's almost 20.
Like the way my brain works, I'm gonna put the comic books down, and then she's gonna just like step over her table and punch me in the face. Where I was told
That's what happened when I got Rob
Yeah.
So you need moral support, Chris?
No, because then they're gonna be like, "Why are you bringing a gang to my table?" And then she's gonna like whip out her gang, and we're gonna get beat up.
I know, I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, let's bump the mic down on the end of the table.
Glad to see Jack Angel back. Haven't seen him in years and years. I don't want to see Chris. You know that. Of course, I get She-Ra. Hey, my wife loves She-Ra, so gotta get something.
Yeah. No, there's also going to be huge Q&A panels, which I assume is why there's like some other table over there. We were briefly, we weren't, I was, because someone said, "Why is this table over here?" And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like people had to sit over there, and the rest of us are over here, and we're just like screaming at each other? Which is weird because there's microphones, like we don't have to do that.
So what you're saying is you would have been screaming at us, and we would have been very confused. The microphone, right in front of you.
I don't scream at people! By the way, these are some more of those, these turn into boxes. It's a Triceratops and an elephant mammoth. Mammoth box. A mammoth box.
The sequel to the talk.
Alright, that's better than mine. Check out this piece box so it's good, man.
If anyone wants to get some in hand, like instead of ordering them, they are like things from another world on City Walk. That's where I got all of these. I'm not plugging them. I just want to say.
That reminds me. I had a question I was going to ask on this panel. This is important to the area. I had this question, it didn't have an answer because he's from a different state called North California. So, oh no! Do you know what? Okay, this is serious. I didn't realize I sat the 2 different Californias next to each other. So there's a divide in the table, so we can keep things civil. But because you have an opinion, I didn't actually catch it, so I was like, "What? Is Blaze Pizza any good?"
I mean, I work there, so I feel like I have to say yes.
Okay, but let's just say that, okay, the microphone's on. Is Blaze Pizza any good? Okay, all right, microphone's back on. Any other locals in the area who have any opinions on Blaze Pizza? All right, we got pro Blaze Pizza. Okay, all right. So I looked in there and I thought that's real crowded for a fast pizza place. But then you told me it's because it was 3.14 day.
My day, yeah. They were selling pizzas for $3.14.
Because it was March 14th.
How did you guess that?
Well, I was sitting here going like, how would you arrive on 3.14 every week? But I guess they only do it once a year. That makes sense for yourself. Okay.
It sounds great in concept, but when you work there, it's Oh, I'm going to say
Microphone's off. Microphone's off.
it's a bit of a nightmare because it's crowded and you have to keep like putting on dough.
Only all those customers that stop coming in on 3.14.
I've seen a lot of these guys.
If only all those people who wanted food stopped wanting food.
Yeah, it's their fault. I should like that one. We've been trying a lot of food. Seth took me to Jack in the Box for the first time to get the full cultural experience.
I was gonna ask who had better tacos, Jack in the Box or Del Taco?
Del Taco.
Or the duck tacos here.
I haven't had them yet.
Oh.
They're probably better. I just went to Del Taco for lunch before this.
They're really good.
I'm very sorry.
Don't feel sorry. I feel great. I don't know what it says about my biology, but I had a midnight munchie box at Jack in the Box. And I had the sriracha curly fries burger.
How are you not dead?
I actually feel better today than I did yesterday. And also my butt doesn't hurt. Everything's burned clean.
30 scientists in here, anyone who represents science, please study this, man, because this sounds impossible.
See, everyone's coming at me.
No chance, man. 10 years in.
I'm like, finally, this is what the X-Men felt like. You know, like everyone's coming at me going like, we're gonna create robots to hunt down people like you who eat Jack in the Box.
So eating Jack in the Box is your power?
Yeah, I can eat Jack in the Box midnight munchies.
I need to know now, everyone on this panel, what's your X-Men power?
I just wanted him to eat your tacos. And then he went for the munchie meal and I was like, you don't have to die. The weird tacos are good enough.
So your power is coercion.
No, also off topic.
Off topic.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's not. This is a topic. This is fine. This is on topic to the show. They're just down the street.
My power is peer pressuring people into buying stuff. Like my friend Dan, who I'm not sure if he's still here or if he left to go get dinner.
Dan! He's not here.
We were at City Walk. He was looking at the pink Dio, thinking, "Do I need to get this?" And I just said, "I mean, sure, if you want it." And he just immediately grabbed it off the shelf.
Yeah, it's not bad because you know every time you make them spend money, your lifespan gets longer. I know from experience.
I am an enabler. That's my X-Men power.
Yeah, enabler vampires. And if you have actually, I don't want to real get powers. Professional interest.
I am a ninja. Somehow, I don't know how, I have this ability to just walk around and no one knows I'm there until I open my mouth and say a thing. No,
Oh my gosh. Oh, I do that too. Maybe our powers are connected.
You could probably rob a bank. I mean, I shouldn't say it on mic. You could probably rob a bank with those powers.
Yeah, I get the people to, I convince people, hey, maybe walk away from the vault. Oh, sorry, mic off. I convince them, maybe walk away from the vault. He just walks into the vault, gets all the money, gets out, and problem solved. Okay,
What's back on? Come on over to the table. What's your, not your X-Men power.
Collector power, because I teach everybody how to collect, and I steal it when it's that way.
Yeah! I also have one more thing about Jack in the Box I want to share publicly here. The best part of it is I ordered my thing, and then Seth went to order his thing. I was like, wait, did you order for here to go? And I said, oh, I don't remember. And then the lady working behind the counter looked me in the eye and said, and I looked back at him and said, oh, it doesn't matter. His comes in a box. And it was as though I wasn't there. And I felt really special. I was like, all right. And then when I went to Del Taco, Aaron and Krista get stuff that comes out normally. I ordered a thing that was like 2 different tacos and some fries, and it came in a box. So everything I buy, all my food is like in a box, like a colorful box, so I know it's the food box.
Your superpower is box food.
Yeah, I get all the Happy Meals, I guess.
Oh, and real quick, while we're on the topic of fast food, I have a theory I'd like to put forward about Taco Bell. I think just walking in there can give you indigestion. Because I walked in the other day, get a drink, like an hour later, my stomach was in incredible pain.
What did you eat before you walked in?
Some ramen.
Well, don't eat ramen.
But it's happened before too. That was just the most recent example.
What did you eat before the other time?
I didn't eat anything.
Well, you didn't eat anything. Your stomach's all like, oh no, I'm digesting
You make me
myself.
delete all
about that.
But it wasn't that kind of pain. It was the kind of pain that I get when I eat Taco Bell.
That's called psychosomatic. That's your brain just pre-deciding, like, well, it's coming. He's gonna get the cheesy gordita crunch with all the fire.
That or survival instinct.
Survival instinct. Your brain's like, don't do this. That every time I eat a Taco Bell, I always go in thinking like, this time's gonna be fun because all the food's colorful. And then
Oh my
it
god.
all feels the same coming back at it.
Oh,
Always regret. We talk a lot about junk food. Not junk. We talk a lot about affordable, quick food on WTFTW. So you can tune into some recent episodes. We went into Wendy's and Jack in the Box. A little bit on McDonald's. Quick one on McDonald's. It's good content for a Transformers podcast. Let's check in the time here. Yeah, we've got about 20 minutes left. Anything else you guys really feel like you want to say before the show even starts?
He's happy that it's back in California.
Yay.
I guess all the California. Okay, but how many of you from SoCal and how many of you from NorCal? Yeah, there's a Central Cal?
That's just not taking sides.
Mm.
It's very much like a lot of it is more than.
Get taxed the same, it's all California.
Okay, because I feel like California's the first one. I'm from Canada, so state beefs are always kind of fresh and interesting to me. And it feels like California has like an interstate beef. Like, I thought it was just a thing, you know, a little joke, but then I started talking about cow beefs, and then people started chiming in with their own versions.
I mean, there's colors.
Yeah.
Also, because you didn't know there were 3 Californias. So there's Southern California.
There's kind
No, I'm
of
just going to explain what they are.
So you have SoCal, Central Cal, NorCal, and far NorCal. The far NorCal tried to like get a thing passed so they could split off and become the state of Jefferson. They just wanted to ditch the rest of us. That's a very strip.
Just split California in 4.
Oh, it was like 6.
7 or 6?
Yeah.
But anyways, so there's so there's SoCal, NorCal, NorCal, and then in the middle of that is like a big stretch of nowhere on the highway.
But there's some people living there that it's SoCal.
Sure.
I like how I heard off in the distance. Like, no matter what you say about any California, someone somewhere else will call, you know.
There's enough people in Southern California to run hotels and Carl's Jr.'s.
I got opinions on Carl's Jr.'s.
I'm aware. I've listened to your show.
They tried to open up shop in Toronto, short story, across the street from one of the best burger places in Toronto, and they tried to run the same pricing as one of the best burger places in Toronto. I never saw a single person go in there.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what are you doing stepping up to Holy Chuck's? It's one of the best burger places in Toronto. I have opinions on hamburgers. Well,
Have you had In-N-Out?
I have. I've had Whataburger as well. I haven't had Wahlburger yet because now they're everywhere, so it feels less special. I haven't had the habit.
Habit is better than
Whoa!
You trying to start some beef beef up your stuff?
Burger beef.
Yes.
I mean, the burger beef is real. Okay, that's
I
it.
haven't tried
I'll go over.
In-N-Out fried, so it's all about, you know.
Yeah, I went to Rochester and had the garbage plate, so I kind of distilled everything down. I like that's a good face when it's in the garbage plate.
Garbage.
You ever like just food, but you don't care how it looks?
Yes.
I'm pro the garbage plate, to be honest, because it's just like a bunch of good flavor, and if you have a spoon, it's kind of like, you know what, I can just not look, and every time it's an adventure. Like, did I get sausage? Did I get potato? Did I get whatever else was on this one?
I mean, if I cared what my food looked like, I would never eat chili fries.
I love how they look. I'll fight you. We're all listening with the melty cheese hat.
I have the side, I have the Power Beast box on my side. What have you got?
Okay, I thought this would fall over.
How dare you try to knock over Pink Dio? That's our god.
Try. That's the thing. I tried to knock over an inanimate object and it dodged my finger.
Pink Dio is our god.
You can only knock things over when you're not trying to knock things over.
That's well, the problem is now I'm trying to on purpose, not trying to knock them over. This is gonna be a mess when I knock this thing over.
You're just gonna prowl it, not the whole thing over.
Yeah, over to win fun of the TCG. We talked about that last panel, by the way.
Yeah.
Miguel has once again requested something. He requested if we fight, we live stream it.
It's happening already.
All right, let's do this.
Now that we know about 20 minutes left for the opening ceremonies, but Colin's not here yet. I want to flip this back over to the crowd quickly.
I thought you were going to flip the table.
That would be messy with all my equipment on it. You guys out there, is there anything? Number one, are you all excited for this TFCon?
Woo! Yeah.
Do y'all like Transformers?
Boo!
How many people came ready to buy a bunch of robots?
I did.
How many people came ready to buy triple-digit bunch of robots, monetarily speaking? Triple-digit.
Yeah.
How many people came ready to spend quadruple digits on robots?
No.
I rarely get my parents to spend upper double digits. Like, I think the most expensive thing I'm going to buy is probably that double.
But still, that could lead you to triple digits.
I'm not getting stealth in here.
Okay, I gotta ask this. Is anyone here ready to go to quintuple digits?
Depending on the.
Oh!
We got ahead.
The best part is he's leaving, so we're never gonna find out. Quintuple digits, I'm out. All right, well, what I'll say is, spend, is that the G2 thing? Oh, I was wondering if you were gonna do that big crazy card for it. That's awesome. Oh, they have the early bird purchasing thing that y'all missed by being here for the. Hi. What's going on, everyone?
That was like right before this.
Oh, was it before this?
Yeah, so it was during the TCG.
So TCG people are the true fans. Excellent.
You know how hard it was for me to not just constantly be a distraction and an interrupter during that panel?
You were doing it in a subtle way that made you feel like stronger.
Well, when the person asked like where the games were going to be, I had to bite my tongue to keep from yelling out back by the dumpsters.
Thank you for not saying that. That's
I
where
was just
games are happening.
being a sweet boy.
To be fair, I tried to derail it at the end by asking you how the chairs were made. I was almost there. Aaron flipped the chair.
Yeah.
I did it. I almost completely derailed the last 2 minutes, but last minute, that's fine.
That's because Aaron, who's somewhere out there in the world, I don't know where he is,
Right there.
is real good at keeping stuff on target. Whatever happened to Aaron after that panel, I don't know.
He's right.
He's now moderating the chat.
Did I make you a chat bot? I forgot
Yeah.
about that. What's happening? Did you have to moderate anything?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here watching it.
Okay, well, thank you. Aaron said he's moderating the chat. There's a live stream running, but I keep forgetting I turned it on. And thank you, Aaron, wherever you are. Do you guys have any, just quickly, because we got time, do you have any questions about, actually, before we do this, before I forget, do any of you have anything going on this weekend that you're doing that you want to tell everyone you're doing it? Even if you're just going to a family, like I'd like to go with you. Yes?
I actually, with this fellow in the red hair here, Zero, we're heading up the Transformers Jeopardy trivia game, which I don't think has ever come to a TFCon USA before. So that's gonna be fun.
That is newly at 7:30 p.m.
That is correct.
Tomorrow night. And yeah, you should check that out. Transformers Jeopardy sounds pretty solid.
Why did the
Oh, yeah.
why did the times change?
That happens sometimes. The times change as the years go on. I have no idea what we're supposed to say that the times change. All we can say is that the times change.
I thought it was a time zone thing.
Yeah.
I'm from Virginia.
Yeah, it's moved to mountain time. Check out the Jeopardy, and actually, if you're going to check out the Jeopardy and you want to get there early, an hour before the Jeopardy is going to be Transformers fan creator round table. I come up with that name, and I'm very proud of it, so I keep forgetting it. That's going to be with myself and Paul Optibotimus and John Epic Voice Guy. I looked up their names. That's
You do have a second to win.
yeah. That's why I just did. That's why I said I wanted with these two. It's a way to like slide my name underneath. It's like it's actually the underline under all of them. That's going to be very much based on doing fan creator stuff, fan media stuff. I'm hoping to keep things in it, like not just about making YouTube videos, but also just about the process of working on stuff that's creative. Keeping yourself going, keeping stuff coming out, staying satisfied. It's going to be very Q&A-ish, so if you guys want to come and ask questions, especially about my still life photography I took on an airplane. Please come out to that and stick around for the Jeopardy.
I thought it was aeroplane. I thought that was a key part of this.
I messed that up. That's because I was really busy writing the word poo on a bunch of photos on my iPhone, and I couldn't remember that part. Anything else going on? Seth, there's something you're going to be taking part in. You're going to be taking part in the next podcast roundtable panel. That's happening on Sunday, right after the closing ceremonies.
Oh, that's being outed.
Yeah, that's right. What's that thing you're doing, that criminal act?
Getting more tacos.
I want to try those. Has anyone here tried the duck tacos I keep hearing about? Just one? All right, this is going. You got them? How are they?
Very good.
Okay, so 4 for 4 now. These songs are really good. If you're staying at the hotel, I've heard you should probably try the duck tacos if ducks are your thing. They're apparently very good.
Are these tacos made from duck meat?
Yes.
Huh.
That's why they're called duck tacos. It's a rough concept.
Since they grow, Maggie, you have to dump so they don't hit you in the face.
Well, then how are you getting
Off the wall.
Off the wall.
You catch them in your mouth. That's the.
But then why are they duck tacos? You don't duck.
Because they're flying.
God.
He's got the answer.
Oh
He
my
has got all the
goodness.
answers to Jeopardy.
Literally, at Jeopardy, he will have all the answers, ask him, and he will get you on the path to victory. Unless that's not allowed, I'm not sure.
I do take bribes.
Okay, if you want to win at Jeopardy, you want the cash.
One box, guaranteed win.
Whoa. Whoa.
I also have all the answers.
Oh.
You'll take even more bribes if you want to beat the team and beat him to get the answers.
You better give me some English for that stuff.
Anyway, we got a few little things going on throughout the weekend. Check them out. Check out all the other stuff going on too. If I can give some advice, pace yourself. Especially with this many guests and this much stuff going on. Like if you want to just chill out in the panel room, make sure you bring a bottle of water. Stay hydrated. You know. If you want to do a whole bunch of stuff that's happening at the same time, figure out which one you like the most and go do it, and then see if the next one can happen. See if it can't happen. Just roll with it. You know. Make sure you're having fun first and foremost.
Wait, sorry, just make sure.
It's fun to have a checklist, but no one's going to check off your checklist after.
Oh, yeah,
No one's
yeah,
going to be like, hey, did you? I noticed that you were at 3 of the voice actor Q&As. I didn't see you at the 4th one. Were you there? Then just lie and say, yes, I was there. And then they're like, but I saw you was doing the autograph thing. Then just say like, yeah, I was doing that too. What are you going to do about it? Just play it straight face. And you're going to be like, whoa, I don't want to mess with the guy with the body double.
I am secretly a twin. How did you know that?
See, you figure things out when you just act with confidence. But yeah, have a really good time and check back in with us at the post-show podcast roundtable because I want to hear about the good time y'all having. Before we end, I want to ask you guys some questions. I know that people tend to do Q&As and stuff, so I want to ask all of you questions. So just put up your hand if you got an answer. What's a holy grail kind of item you're hoping to find this year? Anyone got holy grails? Got one over there. Yeah, the actual Holy Grail. You might not find it, but I appreciate Chosen Prime might have one. I appreciate the comments. We had Star Saber. Yeah, T1. T1 Star Saber? Yeah. Are you looking for any specific condition? Complete. All right. Fingers crossed. Sometimes you get. Oh, we got back here. G2 Blast Off Watch. If anyone here has the hookup, we got a buyer. In the back? She's got her hand up over here. Yep.
Metroplex.
Which one?
G1.
G1 Metroplex. All right. Over here.
G1 Aerial Bots.
G1, pardon?
Superion.
G1 Superion Aerial Bots. We got someone looking for those. Over there. MMC Salvia Promenade. Over here in the front.
Either Shattered Glass, Megatron, and Optimus, or Armada and Jetfire and Orbital.
We got someone looking for the Armada pants and shoulder pads. We got someone looking for SG Optimus and Megatron over there.
Upgrade set for the Titan Predicate.
Titan's Predicate?
The upgrade set.
The what?
Upgrade set.
Upgrade set for the Titan Predicate.
Wow.
The TNA one. All right. We got over there. Any Devastator? We got someone who just won
Yes.
green and purple construction vehicles that go together into
Yes.
joy in their life.
I can make a suggestion, the DX9 pocket scale one's pretty good.
He has a suggestion. The TX9 pocket scale one is. Okay, you got it. Anyone else looking for anything they're really after? Over here. G1 Overlord. G1 Overlord. We got someone for Overlord. We got someone for Star Saber. Hopefully, you guys get hooked up with someone who brings in like some lightly played with ones. I've seen that happen once in a blue moon. It's a good feeling. Over here.
TSS Needle Nose.
Oh, the subscription service Needle Nose. The one who's like can turn into a limb. All right, I hope you can find that without like being roped into buying literally all the rest of them. I'm not sure how, I haven't looked into that. Anything else anyone's looking for? Over here.
Iron Factory Torn, and I want to pull Predicate.
All right, Iron Factory, you want to pull a Predicate.
Yeah,
If
$2
you
for it.
don't,
I want Predicate.
if you don't pull Predicate after you open that box, let me tell you, some people are playing some TCG stuff and a slide I had on earlier.
So I've heard.
Yeah, probably great for one. Predicates are uncommon. Over here with your hand up.
Hey, complete G1 6-shot.
Complete G1 6-shot. Do you care if it's the reissue?
What?
Do you care if it's the reissue?
I like original.
You like original, but sounds a little open to the reissue. I don't know. I talked those situations. All right, over here.
Nucleon plus Convoy.
Nucleon Quest Convoy. That's hard to say. It's a lot of like hidden U's in there. Nuclear Leon Quest Convoy. That's the black one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black one with the G2 fiction behind it.
The black thing painted Jinrai.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Any other grails? I'm mostly just chilling out till like Colin or I guess Evan walks up and says we're ready to do the opening ceremonies.
No, I had a completely unrelated question. May
Go.
I ask it?
Yes.
Does anybody have a DVD with the episode Brian Cargan?
Yes.
Could we borrow it?
Yes. It is up in my room.
Okay. Thank you.
Here at the podcast roundtable, we are interested in solutions. That is a solution. Speaking of solutions, any other things people are looking for, so I can yell them and maybe someone in the room's like, no, I got that.
Who needs a DVD? What do you got the DVD?
I have DVDs.
They all have DVDs.
I have HDMI cable.
Evan, you're hooked up.
So I don't have any in this room.
Are we going to solve this right now?
I don't know.
This is weird because I thought physical DVD was
No, people just carry it around.
the wall.
They carry it around as jewelry.
Now we're getting voice actors are here to sign the physical.
All G1 and color. So do you need
Imagine going back to, okay, for those of you who are like, you know, a million years old like me, going back in time to your kid self and saying one day you're going to be in a room with someone who can just straight face say, oh, I've got all the G1 in the car. I just, don't worry, I got it all on my watch. I can just turn it off. Sometimes it tells me it wants me to do things during panels. I just tap my watch and G1 starts playing. I don't know, I think it's still amazing. I think it's amazing. Give me a lot of something amazing. My watch can play all the G1 and G2 with the CyberCube stuff.
I watch it communicate with me.
That's not the same as Transformers.
But
Yeah.
Transformers can communicate with audience.
No, they can't. They're fictional characters. That's strange.
They can communicate with fictional people. Fictional people.
Well, you know, are they going to tell you about it? No, they can't because they're fictional. Boom! What do they call it? Intellectual checkmates. I heard that once on the internet. Okay. So we did the Grail call. Is anyone here getting an autograph they have waited years to get? Just show of hands. All right, I like this part a lot. Are any of those autographs for people who are first-time guests to the show? Someone real psyched. All right, I'm going to go to the back middle there. Who are you looking forward to? Yeah, you. Yeah.
Michael Bell?
Michael Bell? All right.
Voice of my childhood.
Yeah. He's not necessarily a first-time guest, although I think this is the first time he's been at TFCon LA 2019. So technically, it's a lot. I was trying to make this complicated partly to fill in some time, to be perfectly honest. But over here. Warpath, okay, is anyone going to be going like, hey, can you just write a bunch of automatic PA? You don't even have to sign the, yeah, you are?
Well, no, Alan Oppenheimer, he just came up on the thing. He said,
No, I'm going to get it the right man. Kyle and Kazooie and Bling.
I feel like now I need to get that Iron Factory Warpath and get them signed with all that.
Yeah, just like right all over the toy.
Box.
No, right all over the toy. Go all in.
You gotta make sure.
But then I can't play with it though. I can't transform it.
Still play with it.
Clear coat.
You gotta make sure you ask them to, or have a little skit on what would happen if Warpath went through McDonald's drive-thru.
Anyone here used to go to BotCons? Anyone get what that was?
unfortunately.
All the hands went down. They stopped doing that reference.
I didn't go to any BotCons, but I saw that. The internet.
They didn't hear what the question was.
Oh. It was a little bit of a far stretch one. Seth just mentioned, hey, I wonder if someone's gonna, get Warpath to talk about what he would do if he went through the drive-through. Wondering if anyone here ever went to a BotCon before. Maybe no, we're all growing very old. We're all fading away into the distance. Speaking of which, we've got about 5 minutes left. I had this big list of questions I was going to ask you guys, and they were all about Holy Grails, and who's going to go and see which voice actors, and we ran out. So I'll just deal with the TCG panel very quickly. Might not get to all of them. Do any of you have any questions for us about podcasting, Transformers, life, the nature of this building, architecture? Over here, you guys are going to run away.
Have any of you gotten your hands on Wave 2 Siege?
Have any of us got Wave 2 Siege hands on?
I've got Soundwave.
He's got Soundwave.
Soundwave,
All right. Did you get him?
Soundwave he's got a solid robot mode. Alt mode is really dumb, but if you can get past that, it's a good figure.
I'm being betrayed.
I'm saying it's dumb. I'm not saying I don't like it.
But it's so beautiful.
I think it's great. I like it a lot. I think it's a fun alt mode.
Yeah.
It's real weird and rocky and honestly, but it's great.
Can sound like your box.
Listen,
you can fake it.
if you really want to fold it into a rectangle, you can say it's a boombox from an alien planet.
Although if you want to take the battle damage off of the window, use a magic eraser, not alcohol, because that's good.
Sounds like my voice was experience. Oh, over here.
I had a question. For any of you guys, have you guys seen the Bumblebee movie, and did you guys like it?
Have we seen the Bumblebee movie and the Bumble movie?
Bumblebee movie.
Have we seen the Bumble movie in Japan? And did we like it? I did, and I did really like it. There was a little bit that made me tear up.
Cool.
And it wasn't in the opening minutes, it was much later on.
Yeah.
I have seen the Bumblebee movie. I think it's great. I want to see it again.
It's the only good Transformer.
Yes. Yes.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on the 80s. Okay.
Live action movie. 2007 was okay.
It is one of the 2 good live action movies.
Yeah.
The other one is Age of Extinction.
Yeah. Woo.
Guys, I love Bumblebee, but I wanted to see it actually started not personally.
But
Spoilers!
are we allowed to spoil?
No, it's not a...
Okay, what about my house?
We don't have time.
All right.
And I've.
What guest are you guys excited to see?
Derek Wyatt.
Derek Wyatt.
Nobody.
You just don't care about any movie.
Sorry, over here.
Was the point of the movie you cried vocally involve a certain red Autobot?
No, okay, so during that scene, I was sitting next to a friend of mine who really likes a certain red Autobot. And then as the scene was happening, I said, hey, did you hear him confirm his name a whole bunch? Hey, what'd you think of that scene? Hey, what's going on? And then that character's name is long enough that you can kind of write it in 2 segments. Later that night, around 3 in the morning, I sent him a text with that character's name in 2 parts with a skull emoji in the middle. That wasn't the part where I chewed up a bit. It was mostly the theme of a human character going through a sort of legit kind of resonant trauma, but then having a big fictional character give her a hug.
Yeah.
Something about that really was like,
Yeah.
So it did involve a song from the soundtrack of a classic 80s movie.
The song I actually never heard before.
How is this possible?
So I've never seen it in the Breakfast Club.
How is this possible?
So I watched the Transformers movies in the Breakfast Club.
How would you not watch more than one?
No.
That is entirely possible.
Bangles just has a list of movies for every year, and you can only watch one movie for each year.
Yes. Okay. Hey, so we're going to wrap up. We're going to move into a form of opening ceremonies, which is kind of like some stuff happening. And then after that stuff happens, we're going to have Flint Dilly doing some commentary on the 5 faces of darkness. Because the Quintessons have 5 faces. And they're sort of evil characters shrouded in darkness. That's why and also there's 5 episodes.
Spoiler alert.
They're the Quintessons. That's who the 5 faces of darkness are. It's the Quintessons. Do you guys, a quick question, do y'all think the Quintessons, if they existed, would they be firm or would they be kind of squishy?
Squishy. Firm on the outside, squishy on the inside.
It depends.
Okay, specifically, the glowy underbit on the Quintessons.
What's a laser? The glowy part would be firm, but the technicals would be squishy. I'm going to repeat: firm on the outside, squishy on the inside.
Eggs and face, egg body faces are metal and hard, and like he said, tentacles are supple.
You think they'd be metal and hard? Because I'm thinking those parts would be kind of like yeah, but like, you know, they're all kind of bulbous looking. I'm thinking more like your balls look. Right. I'm thinking like kind of like reptile skin. You know, like it's firm, but then you push harder, it's not. Okay, so you push on a snake. You have to do. Same we do if you want a snake pushing.
I have a leopard gecko.
Stop abusing snakes.
I like how you turn the mic and then just like so I can hear your disappointment for a second. Anyway, thank you for coming out to TFCon, which is about to start. And please enjoy.
Woo!
Where do you get t-shirts?
Somewhere online, I can't remember.
Look up Toys R Us t-shirt. I bet you there's a whole bunch of like Get Tea and Tea Fury and Tea Redbubble. It's on internet.com. Internet.com.
Actually, it's internet.net.
Yeah, internet.net. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully let's be back when people have to leave on Sunday. And enjoy whatever else is going on before the 5 faces.
Woo!